What's your earliest memory of knowing that there was female inequality?
Gosh, that's a really great question. I mean, it's probably on a cellular level before I was ever conscious of it. I think growing up as a boy in a Puerto Rican household and being the baby boy and getting more than my sister got and being aware of that and frankly taking advantage of it because I was the little brother. It starts on a family level and then you see how that spreads sort of systemically. But I think causes like this and organizations like Girls Be Heard help address that.
You have been really open with your experiences with depression and self-inflicted harm, and you then went on to write the anthem, Words on Fire, from Malala Yousafzai, and now you're performing for Lin-Manuel Miranda with Girl Be Heard. Do these experiences depict how far you've come?
I thought I didn't have any hope in my life, and I thought it wasn't going to get better, but 3 years later, I'm 16, and I'm doing all these incredible things.
They say home is where the heart is. And our next guest definitely has a knowledge of homes, but today we're going to talk about his heart.
Like the reason we're here today and the reason I participate in Walk of Art Kids and try to get art and kids as involved in my business as possible is because I was incredibly fortunate to have such a loving family to allow me to do the stuff that I wanted to do, which was paint, which was draw.
The message that was delivered.
Oh, it was huge, like you said. So we definitely appreciate it, and we were just very honored that we could have that platform to kind of shine a light on what we're doing.
I'm here at Jackson Avenue School in Mineola School District, where they are doing an incredible exercise. It's called Walk for Water. We have 250 third graders that are going to carry a gallon of water, an equivalent of a mile, so that they learn what other kids have to go through to get water. Community outreach and food drive specialist of Island Harvest, who is the wonderful nonprofit as part of Feeding America that the water was donated to. All of the kids gave water in, and they're giving it to you. What does that mean to you?
We could not be more grateful for the services that they did today. It was such energy from the children. I was touched, completely touched.
Are following that water from Jackson Avenue School. Those 250 third graders walked it around the schoolyard to learn empathy. They donated it to Island Harvest Food Bank and Feeding America. And here we are at the Hempstead Senior Center, where just a little bit of that water is being donated here.
And I feel like if there's a higher power or some sort of spiritual life, I really feel like I lost my leg for a reason. Because of that strong will and that never looking back attitude, I can impart that on new amputees.
So we're here at your Chris Canty Foundation football camp. As you can see, there's all these kids.
Over 300 campers this year.
Nice.
So we're just really excited. The camp continues to grow. We continue to use the platform of athletics to teach life lessons to the kids.
The Ocean Learning Center is basically a next fin step in ocean exploration.
Your grandfather, Jacques Cousteau, we should say that, and you've carried on this legacy in such an amazing way. So what's an example of how you're getting kids involved?
Oh, well, there are a lot of examples. So you can get a little more involved and go to the seminars or maybe some of the learning aspects of our programs. And finally, my favorite is actually going out into the field, getting wet,
in the water.
getting dirty.
Yes, I was hoping you'd say that.
Go out there, go plant some mangroves or release some baby sea turtles or some seagrasses.
Hi, I'm Sandra, and I'm from the Humane Society of New York, and this is Penny, and she's a 2.5-year-old Havanese. She's for adoption, very sweet, good-natured pup, because there's so many wonderful dogs, cats, other animals looking for homes, and they need homes, and we want them to find great homes like yours.
Then gaining a lot of weight, I had a wheat allergy, and I tried to get over it by just overeating because I was teased for not being able to eat certain things, and then I was eating them to gain attention, and I gained all this weight, and I started getting teased for that. So I told my story of being bullied, and I said, how many of you out there have been bullied? So 500 hands will go up. And then I say, how many of you guys would like to share your story of being bullied like I did? 499 go down, but there's always one kid, oh, so courageous, gets a round of applause, he gets up there, and then all the hands start going up of other kids that want to share. And it's so great. It really is.
And you're able to reach 500 little souls. We are here at the United Nations for the International Day of Sport for Development and Peace, where the Jack Brewer Foundation and Brewer Sports International is shining that spotlight brightly on the amazing work that sport can do.
Because a lot of people look up to us, use this platform to talk about world peace and go into these communities like Jack does in Haiti.
It's sport for development. It's something that we're passionate about. Sport has done so much for me personally in my life, and so we've built an organization to help, advocate and push for social issues around sport and using it as a catalyst.
I didn't have a father. I grew up just my mom and my two older brothers. Yeah, we had, my uncles were around, but my father was not around. So these men, I guess they saw what my mother had been doing.
And we urge you to get involved within these causes, and that's why we introduce you to these amazing organizations. So here you can find out real inner details about why people care about the causes that they get involved with. And we leave you always with the question of what cause do you shine your spotlight on? Because you have a spotlight, and we want you to shine it brightly on a cause that speaks to you and get involved with an amazing organization doing incredible work. So thanks so much for watching Spotlight On.